So the St. James Police, in collaboration with our other JSF partners and the Jamaica Defence Force, has launched a major offensive against criminal gangs in and around the parish of St. James. The intention is to target those criminals who have over time made these communities uncomfortable for decent, law-abiding citizens. Our operational initiative will see us using a number of operational options, and we'll be using all that is available at our disposal to ensure peace and tranquility obtained in these communities. There are some persons who the communities can do without, and as such, it's our intention to launch operations on a 24-hour basis, morning, noon, night, daylight, consistently throughout these communities. And even though we are armed with pepper spray, batons, and other less lethal devices, we are also equipped with firearms. So we ask that these criminals surrender so we can take them into custody without any form of incidents. However, if they choose to challenge us and use their weapons against us, we won't hesitate to respond likewise. So we ask the citizens of these communities to cooperate and collaborate with us as we make a serious effort trying to keep the peace in St. James. We'll be as professional as best as possible. Even though you may be inconvenienced, your human rights will be observed. But these criminals will be pursuing them throughout the length and breadth of St. James on a consistent and continuous basis until the peace is maintained and observed.
Now, when we think about St. James, it is one of the most notorious places in Jamaica. Epicenter of lottery scamming, epicenter of gangs as bad as the worst of them. So this officer is sending out a message. We are on a RIF RAF Radication. Eradicate the pestilence like Eradication Squad from back in the day. Radication Squad 2.0. Listen, whenever we come for you, it is best you surrender. Because if you don't surrender, yes, we have the pepper spray. However, we also have the pepper spray, meaning them big guns that is bad for your health. So therefore, do the right thing. You've been doing the wrong thing for a very long time. Your time has come. The writing is on the wall. DEATH warrant. If you don't act right, you're going to end up in the wrong place, or better yet, end up in the right place, where prisoners, criminals, gunmen, shotters, that is exactly where they go. Point blank and period.
Visual, like a man turn over a car out here, so how the bomb buckler this? A man turn over a donkey out here, so you know. Like other dog there.
This part of the video is called The Foolishness Continues Once Again. You and I know that Jamaica is the epicenter of FUCKRY driving. There's no other place for Master God Earth that is worse than it. When you talk about taxi driver, minibus driver, they are the worstest of the worstest. In this case, you see a vehicle flip over. Based on information, credible information, it is said that this is a driver that has been driving for about a year or so. Young cabby on the streets. He was running trying to avoid Transport Authority and the Popo right there in the vicinity of Edgewater, just as you come off a Megamart across the bridge from Bridgeview. Now, what is so strange about this whole situation is that this man got from bad to worse. He was trying to avoid the Popo Transport Authority to avoid a ticket for $5,000 for no uniform and $5,000 for no badge. I guess they amended the Transportation Act and you're supposed to be in uniform, supposed to have some sorts of badge. Obviously, 99% of these cabbies don't follow that. So therefore, in order to avoid a $10,000 total tickets, he was running. However, him can't drive. He does not have the skill set of the take-for-yourself driver or getaway driver. So in other words, him flip over the car. So now he is going to have to pay the wrecker for flip back over the car. Wrecker fee maybe about $20, $25, maybe $30,000. Pound fee. Here's the thing. When you try to avoid the transport authority and the POPO, minimum mandatory, your vehicle is going to be impounded for 7 days. So you pay that pound fee. After paying that pound fee for 7 days minimum, you then have to pay some sorts of fee for $30,000. What is even worse, this man just up on the road about a year or so, he has tickets on top of tickets. More than likely, he has some sorts of warrant, but we know that the system have some sorts of lapse. I am going to let you hear what some cabbies had to say is co-workers. And remember, cabmen are not the most rational, law-abiding, traffic-abiding people. So therefore, if them have bad to say about him, that means that he is the worstest of the worstest. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Buckler, dog. They don't say boy drive a car there. A while ago when I left mall for go half a tree, you know. He run come side of my car and a boy, you like you and transport your friend. Ray, me just drive off left him the wall. You don't know. I'm going half a tree. So I left half a tree, I come over a while ago and just see the class takes away and send me dog. Judge and no star. One little time I left for whatever the man to Buckler. Look what me star. Shano.
I would have must that the idiot there. Real madman that's in a man. You know the man. Man fool that's the man. I wonder why my drone over this.
Yeah man, him not no sense in there. Go to know him, you know. See a boy when he turn up and hold up him and two on them in a ear. That boy there. But just not too long drive off out of mall and the man walk and come to my car about. Yo, so the man must stop you and the man look for stop me a while ago. I say, me just drive off, me never open my mouth to him, because I guess it's true me not to deal with the new taxi man, brother. Once me know say I knew me not too interested to even deal with it, so me stay in. You see me? He even out of mall that talk to me, I tell him all the way, I say, brother, me not too light man touch me, you know. Me not too light man touch me, you know, brother. You see me? Yeah, man. Film driving up, you know, me then.
Them man, they are cruff, man. Them man, they not paying a ticket. No, them man, they are cruff. Them man, not pay a ticket, brother. You know them man, they not pay the ticket. You see me? Some of them man, they come off, and they make taxi work look bad enough. Some of them people left the road, man.
Now, people, when you hear a taxi man or a group of taxi men say, this man is a cruff, and him make we look bad, then you know that this person is definitely as bad as it gets. But again, like me say, the system is so woefully inept that people can have tens of tickets, hundreds of tickets, even thousands of tickets. But the system and these licky po that are willing to turn a blind eye for the bribery, they will allow you to still operate. You can still go in and register some sorts of vehicle through the transport authority. So then you put other person's life in a danger. People get hurt, people get KILLED. All because of the typical, not an isolated incident. This speaks volume of what most taximen are in Jamaica. However, they are allowed to get away with it. It is a cat and mouse game with them, Transport Authority and the POPO. Point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news. There's a song by Tanya Stevens called These Streets Don't Love You Like I Do. These streets will take you under. It's like a jungle sometimes. Next song. Vice Cartel also has a song named Because Me Hot Like Mexico. The girl them love me so. Does a kiss and a hug me so. A suck off me teely like Pepsi so. Well, people, most person would have thought that this is Mexico as in where them play the football. No, people, this is Mexico, as in where they play foosball, meaning gangsterism. There's a Don down there, his name is Gaddafi. Based on information that I got, preliminary information, Gaddafi is no longer with us. He was taken out like most gangsters do. Now, people, here's the funny thing about this. A lot of people don't tell you, say, well, him not really not the badness anymore. Him kind of chill right now. Well, people, guess what? They were not wrong because he is actually chilling right now. May I talk about stiff stone cold. But as soon as I get some more information as to why, how, what was the motive in which led to his DEATH, I can tell you that it is because of the badness. It is because of the karma. One thing about karma, it has no sorts of expiration date. It can happen now or later. However, it is not going to sweet you like that candy. So therefore, it called on his name, the death warrant was issued, and that death warrant was executed, literally. As soon as I get some more pertinent information, I'll be sure to divulge ASAP. So there was a popular song back in the days, and it goes something like this. Swallowfield, I gotta be the battlefield. Now people, when you hear people sing about certain place, it coming like a proverbs. It is true to form. Swallowfield is one of those places that is bad to the bone, as bad as it can get when it actually erupts. Those gangsters down there, them stay stealth. Occasionally you say them kick off with Nannyville, them kick off with some people down at Mountain View. It is said that that feud ended up with a youth known as a rapper losing his life in a Swallowfield. That was probably less than about a week. Dangles YG, the Dan for Backbush, Mountain View area, lost his life. So people like me say, if you look at the location of both places, pretty much a stone's throw away. So therefore, I want the popo, want the people in the area. Don't act as if you don't know when these places kick off, things can actually get BLOODY. Me just say, expect some sorts of flare-up-ization. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.